That's singular behind you. Right now, the Sturmay Jakes. So I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to leave the full score is going to be up to start. That is correct. And then I'll roll through the team 1, team 2 at some point in the opening.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we still have the full screen up, so I'm going to go to the intro.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Well, here it is. C final, a chance to make the page playoffs. Team Sturmay, Team Jacques. Halfway through the first end here. Little quick start from the teams, little late start from me. Let's get into it. My name is Rory McCusker. I am operating your cameras today. So we get the full picture of the C playdowns, the C bracket. As 4 teams will become 2, enter the page playoffs. First end started with a draw to the top 8. Answering hit. Followed by a guard. And a come around. So we've got some action early on. Things have transitioned to the wing in favor of Team Sturmay. Split house, Team Jakes. Taking back control of this open end. No guards at this point. Two made shots here should pretty effectively force Team Sturmay. So good opportunity in this first end. Looks like he will roll the wrong way. Those stones will be grouped. A double will be available. And a very rapid opening end. It's barely 10 minutes after the hour. And we've got skip stones, a double opportunity to set up a blank for Karsten Sturmay. Thin half makes it perfect. Singular Sturmay stone in the rings. One rock go per team. This 10-end game will very likely start with a blank attempt. On the nose, a good warm-up for both teams. Some more big weight from the skip. And a clean in means blank end in the first. Both teams working the one side of the sheet. It'll be Team Sturmay with hammer once again in the second when we return.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Second end, 2 rocks in the rings. The team with hammer will play into the rings, which leads me to believe we may have another open end coming our way. Corner guard. Aggressive play. Definitely signals that Team Sturmay is willing to take a bit of a risk early on. Let Team Jacques take the initiative behind the center guard. Or sorry, take the initiative and throw a center guard or a tap. Team Jacques thinks they're going to get enough curl to make it right into the forefoot here. Both move, but do not leave the house. I believe it is Team Jacques with shot in the back of the rings, but they'll still have to chase this controlling stone. Centerline 12 foot. Nice positioning, but a wide open house. Lots of rocks left for Team Sturmay to figure out a way to conjure 2 or more points. Team Sturmay getting their opportunity. Stone in the back of the rings. A corner guard along the 4-foot line. They have successfully cleaned up the Jake Stones. Now have their opportunity to try and plug this corner. Good sweep gets it there. One and two. Beautiful shot. Nice frozen stone. Have to back this late in the end. Interesting here because I think there is room that you could remove that yellow. Probably get to nose with enough weight to roll it out, but instead choosing to play a freeze. Sweepers don't want to touch it. Just caught some curl there. really bit. One stone on top of the other. That was the call. Don't think there's enough room to tap that around to lie 2. And if you do, I think there would still be a double opportunity. Team Sturmay not really seeing anything on the inside. So with 2 stones to come, they figure they can get their deuce this way. Just make a good freeze here and score on the second one. It's got so much room right now, but the Jake stone we saw caught a lot of curl once it got closer to the center line. Another made freeze. Skip versus skip. Of course, there's a double opportunity here. Gets it by the front. Able to squeeze the second yellow out of the rings. Very lively stones here. It's what I've noticed so far this week. Final stone, draw against 2. Same line as his previous. Takes a little weight off. And that'll settle in for a single point. First score of the game is in the second end. It's Team Sturmay leading Team Jacques 1-0. 8 ends to play.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Asham Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Asham Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at asham.com.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
All right. After a blank in the first, we do get a single score in the second end. Kind of skipper's battle. And here in the third. No. Sorry. I think we've seen that Nintendo commercial enough times. 1-0. Team Sturmay. Center guard. Draw to the wing. A hit and roll from the wing. And now it looks like a responding hit and roll. So the free guard zone will come and go with a center guard remaining. 2 hit and sticks along the wings means a center guard setup is what awaits the seconds. I was expecting to see a little bit more guards considering some strategies we've seen earlier in the tournament. But third end, we're still playing a little tentatively with the lead stones. Will not get the roll. Hit and stay. Wonder how long they can trade these before one team feels like they need to make a move behind that center guard. But for now, they'll try to get the roll. Neither team able to do so far. Here we go. Nice flop to the center line. More than half buried. That is what Team Sturmay was looking for. Still figuring out my finesse here in the cameras. Sorry, folks. I know it's not the best to watch the cameras jump all over the place like that. We'll get it right. Nice soft weight, just doesn't quite curl enough. Nice grouping down the middle. Team Sturmay dictating play to the center of the rings. That way, if Team Jacques is ever going to get a stone in there, it's going to be deep enough behind the center guard that Sturmay can make a freeze or a tap, try to set up a force or a steal. First of the third stones for Team Jacques. Again, just couldn't quite get the roll. It's going to leave the face open for Team Sturmay. Now as those rocks, they trade hits over and over. The rocks go slowly further up and up in the rings, and the position gets more and more advantageous for whoever can make the roll inside. Just by the center guard. Some aggressive ice pays off. Removes the red stone. Rolls into nearly perfect positioning. Really well called and executed. Those types of shots take a lot of communication. Third and sweepers, thrower as well. It's a good team shot. Now Sturmay, if he wants to remove that stone, he'll likely have to roll his shooter out. Leaves the initiative with Team Jacques. It'll end up being a pretty good trade for Team Jacques. Sturmay eyeing it up. Every skip has their own little pre-shot procedure. I love seeing the variety in them. Karsten's is a good one. In the hack, and it's another bomb. Karsten's thrown a lot of big weight this game so far. Chips it out. Exactly what was called. But with that second rock backed up, Team Jacques has some more room to get second shot if they can weld one on the face of this rock in the top 4 foot. That's going to go a long way to creating a possible 2-point score. The tap on the previous shot made this all possible. Team Jacques was facing 2 rocks in the forefoot. Now only 1, with an opportunity to make a freeze, set up a possible 2-point score. Big opportunity, Team Sturmay. Early in the end, working to roll into the forefoot, draw play into the forefoot. First, a big hit and roll from the outside. Then a hit and roll across the center line. Since then, it's been about replacing stones, eliminating danger, and now with a miss from Team Jacques. A big opportunity to seal things off, make it pretty difficult to score 1 point. Karsten Sturmay. Does a pretty good job of taking away the easiest shot. Still leaves a pure draw. I thought they might have tried to put that stone a little deeper. Still, big pressure. That hole seems pretty small, but with the right weight, they'll get the curl, they'll get the finish on the outturn side. Catch a piece of the button. It's just got to focus on the broom. Try not to think about the obstacles. Trust the sweepers on this big shot in the third end. Stay alive. The 2023 Alberta Provincial Championship. My God. Big sweep. They will not get by. Looks like a steal of 2 or 3. Kicking the stones off. I think it might be a steal of 3 for Team Sturmay. A well-earned steal. Team Jacques will try again in the fourth.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Doesn't matter if you're just learning how to play.
Or competing at the top level of the game.
We all go for fun.
And gold line gear?
This is for everyone.
These shoes are more comfortable than ever.
These are stable.
These make me slide straight.
These make me slide fast. The new Impact Head maximizes performance.
And can we talk about grip zone technology?
Because it's on the brooms and the gloves.
Beginner or pro, they got something for you.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Big steal of 3 in the third end. A well-earned steal. Team Sturmay really turning it on. Some hits and rolls. Perfect weight. Nice calls. Gives them an early advantage, but we got lots of game left. The 2023 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. It's the men's provincials, and it looks good. Look at this arena. Some premium seating right next to the ice. I can't say I've seen that, at least recently. Looks like a party. It'll be an off-center guard for Team Jacques. 2 rocks in the top of the house for Team Sturmay. A 4-point lead, but it's only the 4th end. Lots of game to go. 6 ends to be played, including this one. Interesting guard setup and overlap. Not sure who would have the advantage at this point. Kyle Doring gets his rock in good position. Sweepers don't quite take it far enough. There will be a chance to lie to, force Team Sturmay to make a tap or run back or something like that. It is an interesting situation. This is not your typical score multiple points with hammer kind of setup, but Team Jacques recognizing some opportunity here. They don't want to blow everything up in the middle just on principle's sake. Even though it's not ideal, you can still score 2 or more down the middle. The risk is, of course, if your opponent without hammer makes even just one nice tap or freeze, it can kind of ruin the whole party. So always a little risky. Slides a little deep. I wonder if that is still second shot, though. Got to think it's too early in the end for that one to have a chance at counting once it's that deep in the house. Pretty tough to bring it back into relevancy. The rocks only go backwards. They don't often come back forwards in the house, especially with weight like this. Kyle Doring. Takes the top one off. Even though that was more a center guard than a corner guard, it was still not allowing Team Sturmay access at their kind of problematically overlapped stones in the front of the rings right now. Those are potentially useful stones that Team Sturmay has in the front, but not right now, the way they're overlapped. Not going to be very useful as far as run backs or tap backs. Going to have to change the angles on those because Team Jacques is using those as a guard system. They know while those yellow stones are overlapped, they can put as many stones behind those as they can without the threat of a run back. Straddles the middle of the yellow stones. Looks like that will force Team Sturmay to make a decision. Do we want to rearrange our yellows or do we want to peel the guard again? Well, this is the toughest decision either teams have had so far this game. Kind of your classic 10-end game tactically. Starting off really clean and safe. Both teams upping the ante as things go on. Team Sturmay really getting the hang of things in the third end. But now Team Jacques with a response. It will be another peel from Sturmay. The longer this goes on, the longer it favors Team Jacques. If we had the final 2 skip stones right now, we would see Sturmay making a fairly difficult run back attempt. So Team Jacques recognizing that is pretty comfortable with that idea. We'll throw a third guard in a row. And it will likely have to be Team Sturmay to make a move here. I have either gotten the call wrong or they're coming deep and just accepting it. I don't think that was the call. Not a terrible result. Still problematic overlaps for Team Sturmay. And now Team Jacques has another rock in the rings. Easily removable, of course, but it is just getting harder and harder to think that Team Sturmay is going to have a crack at the forefoot. It's going to take probably 2 shots to get rid of that one. Karsten sees a thin double opportunity. Might be able to skinny the first red past those overlapped yellows. JD Lynn's going to be asked to attempt a pretty difficult shot here. Of course, if he gets it a little too thick, that's fine. We'll finally see some stones trade places here. JD Lind. Gets it quite thin. Rolls across. Changes the angles on the center line yellows. That's probably a pretty good result. Only removes one red, but Ryan Jacques. He thinks he can get rid of both those yellows and keep his red in the forefoot. That would be quite a shot. Soft weight. Just like a heavy control, it looks like. One yellow, two yellows. He will push it all the way into the side of the 8-foot. For now, Team Jake's looking pretty good, but as we know, the big weight ability, Karsten Sturmay, those are 3 reds lined up, so you got to think at least 2 of them will be leaving the rings here. Not sure what happened there. Burnt?
There's a hog line violation, Rory.
I'm hearing that was a hog line violation. Wow, wow, wow. Inopportune time.
Just heads up, got word they're using eye on the hog system there, which is why that rock would have been pulled immediately.
So an official would have made a decision there. It will happen. Well, as we all learned through a couple of years of experience, when the players are tasked with calling each other on hogline violations, it just doesn't happen. The players just don't seem to ever think it's worth it to make a stink out of it. They want to just focus on the game. So I, for one, am a fan of the eye on the hog. Hit and roll. We'll put 4 Jake's stones in the rings. And no easy way to get rid of 3 of them. Team Sturmay knows they're up 4 points. Karsten, very understanding of how long there is left in this game and how just limiting the damage here is going to get him one end closer to the 10th with a lead. So they'll just take what they can see here. Hopefully he can shake off the previous shot and deliver a nice one here. Karsten Sturmay's last stone without hammer in the 4th end, facing quite a few red counters. Will only get 1. A wide open draw for 4, Team Jake's. What an answer. Hard clean the whole way down. This is going to have more than enough backing. Tough to miss that one. Really well played end, Team Jacques. Gives up a point, gives up a big steal of 3, and answers with a 4 with hammer. We have got a game tied up after 4 ends. Don't ask how we got here.
Anyone can be scared to try something new.
But moving outside of your comfort zone
can open new possibilities.
And having the courage to change something
doesn't change who you are.
So why try something new?
To innovate, to create a legacy,
to make an impact.
You have to earn it.
And you better be ready to enjoy it.
Because you never know who else you might make an impact on.
What impact will you make?
Goldline, the choice of champions.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
It's such a cool dynamic. It's the world I want to tap into with curling somehow because I know what it is.
Welcome back.
The curling's not fun.
What a thrilling game so far.
I need young people to make it fun.
5th end, tie game.
Part of getting these like 15, 16, 18-year-old gamer streamers going is to get them to put their spin on it. Make it fun.
Mm-hmm. Sturmay has decided to throw a corner guard. In response to Jake's not perfect first shot, whether that was a guard or a draw to the forefoot, it's going to end up halfway. There's an okay result. Center guard's going to make things easy. Team Sturmay might be feeling a little hurt, giving up a 4-point lead in one end. Karsten tries to play it safe. Ends up hogging his first stone. A big hit against 3. Jacques makes good on a hit and roll. Karsten tries the hit again, misses outside. Leaves a wide open draw for 4. So both teams will start again. Sturmay started this game with hammer. Gets it back in this 5th end, tie game. Team Jacques getting a miss out of the lead. Those corner guards are pretty close together. And so are these centers. So 2 light draws, fairly significantly light draws from each lead. Three reds will move. Kyle Doring once again making things happen with his first stone. Now it'll be up to Team Sturmay to roll things over to the wing if they want to use their corner guard. They'll have a few attempts to do so. The sooner they can get it done, the sooner they can start plugging that corner guard side. Try to create some angles, freezes. Look at scoring multiple points. Another light draw. So that spot may be doing something to them. Perhaps the inside out hadn't been played there yet, and there's something fresh. Who knows? But those are 2 significantly light draws. Good chance to take away this angle. Don't want to come too deep here, but just sitting top 8, taking away the draw path. That's going to be a pretty good shot. It is available to be frozen too, but that's occupying the line that Team Sturmay was hoping to use. It'll take at least 2 shots to lie 2 behind the guard now. And here's the first one. JD Lynn's first. Wait, looks better this time. They will get third shot. Sweeps them even, a little behind the tee line. Just wondering why they kept sweeping that. Guess they're trying to get it edge to edge buried, but there is no way to get rid of all three of these stones, or at least in one shot. Still will be a flop behind the corner. That is the call. Pretty tricky. They're going to have to play this really close to their existing yellow in the top of the 8-foot. Waiting for the curl. Knew he didn't want to miss on the inside. Flops the opposite direction. An okay result. That'll force Team Jakes to chase that over on the open side. But Team Sturmay running out of rocks here. After this shot, if it's made, of course, once again, they'll be And the draw is made. Sturmay takes the single in the 5th. That big lead dwindling. 1 point up without hammer in the 6th end when we come back.
Anyone can be scared to try something new.
But moving outside of your comfort zone
can open new possibilities.
And having the courage to change something
doesn't change who you are.
So why try something new?
To innovate.
To create a legacy.
To make an impact.
You have to earn it.
And you better be ready to enjoy it.
Because you never know
who else you might make an impact on.
What impact will you make?
Goldline, the choice of champions.
And welcome back to the Alberta Provincial Playdowns. This is a last chance game. Team Sturmay, Team Jacques. It's been quite a game. Sturmay comes out to some early dominance. Got forced in the second end, but really took control in the third end. Really forced Team Jacques into playing into the middle. Team Jacques couldn't help but roll off a few times. It was a big 4-3, but then what an answer in the fourth end. Team Jacques making almost everything. Getting a multi-score set up down the middle of the sheet. Forcing Team Sturmay to peel center guards over and over again, not able to run their own back. Karsten Sturmay with a really costly hogged rock with his first one in the fourth. And then in the fifth end, Team Sturmay keeping the middle open, trying to experiment with scoring two along the wings, but ended up getting forced in that end as well. It will be Team Jacques with hammer as we enter the sixth end, the all-important sixth end. These even ends, we're starting to get close enough to the end of the game that the even ends become quite a bit more important. Keeps that hammer math in your favor. And the beautiful arena here. Got club seating along the whole side of this sheet. These lucky fans here, I'll show you. As we zoom out a little here, taking a bit of a wider view. Yep. Team Sturmay will answer. Hit and roll along the wing. Our other C qualifier is over. Aaron Sluszynski has advanced. Unfortunate roll out there. And a bit of a sloppy start. Opportunities for both teams. Center guard will favor Team Sturmay, but unable to really take advantage, get good positioning. The spelling of this team name keeps fooling me. I know it's Team Jacques. I can't help. I see the Q in my mind. It just wants to say Jacques. I'm sure that he's dealt with that a few times in his day. Team Jacques with hammer. Really not a lot to work with here. If they want to score two, it's going to have to be down the middle. They'll keep drawing play to the outside. Perhaps a blank is the best opportunity here. Best realistic hope. But there'll need to be a double or a run back or a missed shot from their opponent. But for now, they'll chase to the outside. Keep only one rock in the house. There's the roll. It's going to force Team Jacques to flirt with the center guard. Of course, if they peel the center guard, that's not a bad thing. Ideal is to keep the shooter along the outside of the rings. Just chips it. Will it remove? And that Yellowstone will spin out of the rings. Such lively rocks. That's going to open the door, though. Top 4-foot draw. Team Sturmay is going to get their forced steal situation solidified here with J.D. Lynn's first stone. Sweepers don't want to work this one yet. We'll settle into the top 4-foot. Takes off the single guard. Will be replaced. Team Sturmay gets one rock closer to a forced draw against one. Trying to get some late curl. And they will. That's going to be fully guarded. Deep enough in the guard zone, though, that this is a fairly realistically makeable run back and roll. Shooter should roll off the center line if made properly. Ryan Jacques, first stone. On it, off it, gets one, gets the second, but it will stuff. Leaving a Sturmay stone in the rings. And with Ryan Jacques out of rocks, this is going to be an opportunity to lie to and force a draw. Taking the opposite turn. Doesn't want to leave a double. Wants to make sure the inside edge of this stone is covered by the guard. Doesn't want to be too deep, however. Doesn't want to leave a double off the outside yellow. Perfect spot for this is just top four. Cut away enough of the scoring area without leaving an easier shot. Karsten Sturmay. His last stone in the sixth end. Placed perfectly. It's exactly where they wanted it. Ryan Jacques still sees a better opportunity to hit and roll into the yellow. So perhaps Team Sturmay came a couple inches too deep if they were trying to force a draw, but still good situation. Lying two, forcing not an easy shot for just a single point. Ryan Jacques. Big weight, looking for a big roll. Looks pretty good. 1 and 2. Knew the angles, rolls in for a single, remains a tie game after 6 ends. Karsten Sturmay will once again have the hammer in the 7th. 4 ends to go in this C qualifier.
So why try something new?
To innovate. To create a legacy.
To make it. So why try something new?
To innovate. To create a legacy.
To make an impact.
You have to earn it.
And you better be ready to enjoy it.
Because you never know
who else you might make an impact on.
What impact will you make?
Goldline, the choice of champions.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Let's play curling. 5-5 tie after 6 ends. Both these teams really turning it on. For one of them, it's going to be the last 4 ends of the tournament. The last game of the tournament, that's for sure. With Sluchinski defeating Vavrik. The winner of this game will play in the 3-4 page later tonight, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Looks like some more imprecise play from the leads. That's gonna really open things up. Sturmay's first stone. Coming up to the top 8 foot. Team Jacques. I'm just trying to figure out how that happened. Team Jacques drawing one in. Or sorry, setting a guard. Bit of a run back opportunity there, and now we'll see. Draw to the wing. A little bit light. Sweepers were on that one the whole way down. And as you may notice, a little bit of a new view of the slide with our other C-Qualifier over. We've got some production help. James Gordon, coworker Brandon. Got our full weight of production into this game. Welcome all new viewers, either waking up and tuning in or switching over from the other game. It was all Karsten Sturmay early. A blank end. A force to 1 in the second end, a well-played end, but the third end, Team Sturmay really took control. Cut off all scoring opportunities, ended up stealing 3 points. With a 4-0 lead, they headed into the fourth, and that's when Team Jacques answered with authority. 4 points. Tied the game up. It has been back and forth ever since. So the leads this game, taking a while to catch on. Some mistakes at the start of ends. Setups not really going the way that either team had planned in quite a few ends so far. And this will be one of them. Some imprecise shot making off the first 3 or 4 stones. Going to result in a wide open end. Team Sturmay got started at the 2023 Boston Pizza Cup. The win against Conshu. That was a 9-1 game. And then against Botcher, Team Sturmay lost 9-1. Dropping to the B, they drew Kevin Cooey. Ooh, tough luck. Lost that game 8-4. And then it was time to turn it on in the C bracket. A win versus Kozak 9-3. Facing Conshush once again, they win 6-2. That was last night. And here they find themselves against Ryan Jacques, tied up in the 7th end. Team Sturmay has played 72 games this year. Wow. The 50-22 record. Very successful season. Team Jacques, on the other hand, they've played 6 games this week. Started with a win against Cross, 8-3. Lost against Slushinsky, 11-3. And then stayed alive in the B. Team Jacques went on a bit of a tear. A very well-watched, lots of viewers against their game against Kui in the B semi-qualifier. Before that, winning against Kozak, Webb, and Vavrik. That loss against Kui in the B semi put them here to play Karsten Sturmay in the C qualifier. Karsten keeps throwing big weight. That's the way he likes it. Another end to practice his hits. Practice peel goes perfectly as planned. He'll try to do that again on his next one. Seventh end has been burned away. With a successful blank attempt, Team Sturmay will have the hammer in 8. Another easy rip for Karsten Sturmay. 8th end, always very exciting, especially in a tied game. Both teams going really hard to score. The swing is enormous. Your chances of winning the game if you score in the 8th end in a tie game scenario skyrocket. So both teams will be very motivated. But first, Karsten Sturmay has one final shot, a hit and roll out to blank the 7th end. Not a problem. 7th end is in the books. 8th end will really determine the advantage for the rest of this game. 3 ends left in the C qualifier here in Alberta.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
I missed a shot.
I made the wrong call. I didn't sweep hard enough.
We let you down.
At least that's what they say.
Like they want us to quit.
But that's not who we are.
That's not what champions do. Champions fight back.
Champions rise again.
Champions are resilient.
And make no mistake,
we are champions.
Gold Line, the choice of champions.
Here we are, all-important 8th end. It was a blank in the 7th. Karsten Sturmay carries hammer into the 8th, trying to score a point or two if they can. Definitely want to avoid giving up a steal. If you're Team Jacques, this is the time to press. If you can find a way to steal a point here in the 8th, that's going to force your opponent to do something in the 9th. If you can throw a couple guards and make something like that happen, and you'll have hammer in the 10th. Team that scores in the 8th, more likely to have hammer in the 10th. So will it be 2 center guards? It'll be a come around. Can't miss this deep. Oh, a nasty pick. A nasty pick is going to stop Pet Rock in its tracks. That was really significant, the way that that rock just grinded to a halt. Both sweepers were walking alongside that thing thinking, oh, geez, I hope this stops. And they got their wish. Corner guard for Karsten Sturmay. Can't peel yet. Can't tick yet. So he'll have to leave that center guard where it is. I think that's a very significant change there. That if Karsten could tick that center guard, it would roll his shooter behind the new corner guard. That would be a really good result. So that's the shot that was taken away. Forced to just stack the top of the rings for now. Wait for their opportunity to address that center guard. Will be a tick, and it stays on the center line. Precision is very necessary here. Can't afford to lose this center guard. Have to keep it in the rings. Over curling a bit, and it will. It will over curl and blow by. Center guard remains. Really no change to the situation for Team Jacques. Thankfully, they did not peel their own center guard off, but the initiative will belong to Team Sturmay now. Opportunity missed. Karsten Sturmay will get some rocks in the rings. Bide his time. 2 rocks in the rings now for Team Sturmay with hammer in the 8th end. A single lonely center guard gives Team Jakes hope at bringing play back to the center line. They'll have to make a good freeze here. If they leave any space, there will be a run back double opportunity. 2 rocks in the rings with no center guard will be a very good situation for Team Sturmay. So pressure's on. Team Jakes will have to more or less make every shot for the next couple here to preserve their center line kind of focus this 8th end. Sweeper's walking alongside it. Keeping it clean. Looks okay. Right on the nose. Exactly what was called. There is no space there to make a double happen.
Not quite. You have to be real thin.
Karsten just looking at how he can get something more than just peeling this guard. He knows he wants to peel it. Is there any way for me to do something with my shooter, make something else happen here? Looks like a straight peel to me.
Hard, hard. Hard, GD. Hard, GD.
Yes, it is. Sweeping to get that, keep that straight. They did not want to contact the rock in the top 4 foot. That would have only sent their yellow flying and would have left Team Jakes shot in the top 4. So really a marvelous freeze. Andrew Geddes has done his job. Signaling for back line. Really, that was how good that freeze was. A second rock throw, Andrew Geddes on Team Jakes. JD Lynn's going to be asked to rearrange this angle. Team Sturmay wants to keep their Yellowstone around. Perhaps they even want to keep it for shot rock, but just get a angle freeze on the Team Jake stone that's occupying the top 4 foot. Just about rearranging angles and positioning. Delicate shot here from JD Lynn. More or less what they wanted. I think that over curled to the opposite side. I think they were trying to keep that on the right-hand side of the red in the 4 foot, but you know what? Through the management of sweeping, they do get a decent result. Team Jakes thinks he can rip this rock out of here. Oh, I'd be wondering if this catches and jams. What they really don't want to do is open up the rings with an opportunity for Karsten Sturmay to hit and lie a few. Just easy weight here. Just keeping it clean. A little bit of curl at the end. Chips, jams. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Jakes may have thought if they ticked the frozen stone, it may have sent the yellow over top of their red in the back 8 foot. I'm not sure, but it is going to be an opportunity to punch this through the hole. You can see Karsten signaling where on the rock he wants to hit. This will be a shot to roll in lie 3. JD Lind, hit and roll. Needs to avoid 2 jams. Must be close. Gets it pretty thick, rolls. Leaves a bit of a face open, but that is going to do the trick. JD Lind, line 3. No easy double available for Ryan Jakes. That is quite thin. Timeout called. Don't blame them. Giving up 2 is not the end of the game, but it's very, very avoidable. You really don't want to go down 2 in the 9th end. Be forced to score 2 just to tie the game. Force here or a steal are the only real beneficial results. Soft weight hit and roll to create more jam angles. The roll will be a lot lower than last time, so that's an option. Still has 2 shots left, Ryan Jakes. A little hit and roll here is probably going to create some favorable angles. I mean, you're not going to save the end with this shot. This is all about dictating where Karsten is going to go with his next one, so you can then make a desperation, freeze or double, triple type deal. I think right now you just got to force Karsten to follow you. Little chisel and roll. Very delicate line call. Hard straight sweep. Gets by the guards, makes contact, and will roll. That's going to be an all right spot. Karsten will have to roll open. It'll leave at least a double, and perhaps a hit and roll. I mean, ideally a double and roll to prevent a 2 score. No need to get too fancy here. There is nowhere he can roll that's not going to leave a double. I think just the best opportunity to score 2 is what Team Sturmay is looking at. Hard early sweep. Ooh, just avoids the jam. Does create a bit of an interesting angle here. I wonder if Team Jacques was considering taking on a freeze, a corner freeze on the back one. Instead, they'll opt for a nose double. Very makeable double. Give up 2, keep the game alive. Last shot. Skip Ryan Jacques. To make 2 go away. And he does. 1 and 2. No need to hit. Team Sturmay is already lying a single point. They'll choose the in-turn. Sorry, the out-turn. For a draw for 2. Full 8 should do it. Karsten Sturmay, 1 hiccup. Gave up a big score of 4 in the 4th end, but other than that, has maintained steady composure, stayed in control. Team Jacques really getting pressure in the 4th end, but other than that, we've not seen too much danger. Team Sturmay mostly in control of this one. Last shot. It's a draw for 2 to take a 2-point lead in the C-Qualifier of the Boston Pizza Cup. Right on the tee line once again. Hasn't had to draw too much this game, but when he does, they've been made. It's a 2-point lead, 2 ends to play. Ryan Jacques do their best to score multiples when we come back.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supplies' patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
Ninth end. It all comes down to this is the C-Qualifier. Karsten Sturmay, Ryan Jacques. Our first C-Qualifier is complete. Aaron Schlushinski is through. He will play the winner of this game. 8 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. Long rest on this Saturday. Only 2 draws. Very respectful to the curlers. Gives them that extra time to sleep this morning. Get ready for the game. Do their pregame. All their rituals and their processes. Then a big break before tonight as well. Honest observation, it's been a bit of a sloppy game at lead for both teams. The desired setup has not always carried through. Some guards have drifted into the rings. Some draws have came up light. Rocks have been left in unopportune spots. This looks like a bit of a heavy draw, but that's going to do the trick. In the 4-foot, buried. Not ideal, but certainly contributes to what Karsten's plan was for this end. Getting play down the middle, into the 4-foot. Interesting move here. Taking advantage of that deep draw. Team Jacques is going to come to the middle now. Opting not to put a rock behind their corner guard. Karsten Sturmay will be able to peel after this stone, so that's the only reason I'm thinking twice about this call. Not saying it's right or wrong. I am just a fan watching in my living room. These are 2 of the best teams in Alberta and therefore the world. So, hey, if you ever hear me somewhat question a call, it's only because I'm trying to figure it out. It's not because I'm trying to say I know what they should be doing and shouldn't be doing. Just like everyone out there, I am just enjoying some championship playdown curling. I'm glad you're joining us here at Curling Stadium Live. We've got James Gordon on the main cameras, flipping shots back and forth, producing the game. We've got Brandon Martin on these slide cams, giving us that really official look and feel. This is maybe the one thing that Curling Stadium was missing. Close-up slides, but now that we have this, I don't know if there's a reason to buy cable ever again, folks. Just keeps getting better, and thank you, everyone, for your support. We do read the chats. We read every comment, so everyone tuning in, telling us where they're tuning in from and how much they enjoy the streaming. Thank you so much. It's the reason we do this, so. We all just love this game, hey? All right. 2 well-made shots, a draw behind the guard. An angle freeze. Team Sturmay will keep their rock in the back 4-foot if those rocks are contacted, but Team Jacques is going to have to do something with this. These overlaps, covering the button, covering the 4-foot, it's just not going to do. They'll bang this back. They'll try to keep their shooter around in front of the house for a potential run back. Second rock thrower, Andrew Giddis. Had a really good end. The eighth end there. Made a freeze that kept the end alive. Oh, I was wrong. Drag effect does affect that back yellow stone. 4 foot is now clear. Overlaps are eliminated. A red stone is in front of the rings for promotion. That's a good shot. Andrew Giddis puts his team in a much better position than they were before. But Karsten Sturmay knows it too. He'll look to peel this corner guard, the higher guard, the less risky peel. Very risk-adverse skip, Karsten Sturmay is. Nothing wrong with that. Full sweep, end-to-end, gets 1, gets 2. It's a double peel. And there's a center guard. What a flip. Open crack at the 4 foot. 5 rocks remaining for Team Jacques. Lots of time left to make something happen. No real danger down the middle yet. Corner guards were addressed. They will not be able to bring play out to the wings. If Team Jacques wants to score multiple points, it's going to have to at least start down the middle of the ice.
Mine's good. Side. Mine's good. That's tight. Mine's good. Keep it going. All right, guys, get in there. Mine's really good. Fight the 4.
Really good line on this one. Are they going to be able to drag it deep enough? Ah, good enough. Makes the run back a touch easier. A little closer. Third rock thrower for Karsten Sturmay is J.D. Lynn. Just inside, but these super lively rocks, we've seen it all week. Majority of the momentum went into the yellow stone, but the action rolling left was enough to drive the Team Jacques stone out of the rings. Only disadvantage now is JD did over curl on that one, and his shooter rolled off of the center line, so it's going to give Team Jacques an open opportunity at addressing these 2 yellow stones, but I'm a little surprised to see they are going to go for a freeze on this back one. There's quite a few stones left, 4 Jake stones left. So if they wanted to create multiple points here, they had the opportunity to. What I was wondering is if they wouldn't double those stones off in the rings, give themselves an opportunity to carry hammer into the 10th and final end, try and score 3 points to win it all right there. We have seen teams opt to do that once they see that the 9th end is not really going the way that they wanted it to score 2 or more. Does stick around, edge of the 12 foot. Winner of this game will advance into the playoff at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Excuse me, I did say 8 p.m. Mountain Time earlier. 7 p.m. Always trust Curling Zone. Never the announcer. Still, very lengthy break between games. Nice roll behind the only cover that they have. Blank not looking likely right now. Skip stones are upon us, and it is Ryan Jacques lying 1. Behind a bit of cover. About a 6-foot run back. Separates these stones. Perhaps not even that much. Karsten Sturmay, we've seen it all morning and afternoon. Throwing that big weight, something he likes to do. A skill well developed over many years. Back in his University of Alberta jacket days. Under curls, tosses it a little wide. Reminds me of the 4th end, where Team Sturmay gave up 4 points. Karsten did have an opportunity to make a double or triple with his big weight ability and these very lively stones. He did overthrow it, didn't use his sweepers, kept that rock on the outside, on the outturn side. Similar miss here in the 9th end. Similar spot in the ice as well. Team Jacques with 2 stones in the rings, about to be 3 if this shot is made. Very interesting. You could take the open side of the rings right now, leave Karsten the perhaps easier double, but that will leave you a wide open shot for 2. You could see Jacques was tapping the top 12 foot above his existing stones, trying to force Karsten into a bit of a longer double. The risk there, of course, would that there might be a triple. You might get nothing out of it. So the ice would indicate that we are going to see... Oh, but he just waved his hand as if he was throwing an intern. You know what? I am a tad confused. I can't hear the call on the ice. They might be splitting the rings. They might be coming to the same side, but I do know we're about to see 3 rocks in the rings for Team Jacques. Very big shot here. Drawing the open ice, does not want to leave a triple, does not want to leave an easy double. And it looks like this rock is curling enough. Not going to be an issue. Decision time. Karsten Sturmay is likely looking at the easier double. Maybe he likes a hit and roll. That last draw by Ryan Jacques, it really curled. Got almost 6 feet of curl out of that one. As a result, it's kind of at the edge of the 12 foot, and you know, there's a way Karsten could roll his shooter towards the edge of the 12 foot, but that would increase the risk of giving up 3. Up 2 points, comfortable to be tied in the last end with hammer. Looks like we will see Karsten Sturmay take on the easier of the doubles. In turn this time. Big weight, I would assume. Karsten Sturmay's last rock in the 9th end. You can see that intensity in the sweep call. 1 and 2. Rips them both. Hey, it's coming down to it. You can see both skips getting really focused and intense with their sweep calls. They know that the difference of millimeters is going to make or break this game. Neither team wants their season to end, their competitive playdown season to end. These are the games you practice all year for. You put together teams in the off season, you do your off season training, all with the idea that you'll be that much better for the next time you're in a qualifying game at your province's playdowns. This is what they play for. Ryan Jacques to draw for 2. To tie this game in the C-Qualifier. Sweepers like it, just making sure they want to show their skip where the T-line weight is. That'll get to just biting the top 4. It's a score of 2. Ryan Jacques, tie game, 10th end. Karsten Sturmay with hammer. It's exactly how we started this game, and it's how we're going to finish it. We'll have that 10th end when we come back.
Anyone can be scared to try something new.
But moving outside of your comfort zone
can open new possibilities.
And having the courage to change something
doesn't change who you are.
So why try something new?
To innovate, to create a legacy,
to make an impact.
You have to earn it.
And you better be ready to enjoy it.
Because you never know
who else you might make an impact on.
What impact will you make?
Goldline, the choice of champions.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Whew, some fine quality curling commercials. Jennifer Jones kids, those are going to be the child actors of the century. Adorable. Okay, tie game, 10th end. Karsten Sturmay has hammer. He started the game with hammer, and he's going to finish the game with hammer. That's the Karsten Sturmay style. They're always cognizant of just eliminating danger, making sure that they have the hammer and the right ends coming home, and it's paid off. Other than a little blip in the 4th end, all the multiple scores had been Karsten Sturmay. 8th end, strong end, open deuce. 9th end, really strong end for Team Jacques, open deuce. Both teams are capable of playing nearly perfect ends. We've seen it a couple times from either team. And then we've also seen some single scores and blanks as well. So some highs and lows. I will say the leads have had some struggles with weight this game. Some missed guards, some guards that came into the rings. Those are going to be 2 guards high of the rings for Team Jacques. Only one of them on the center line. Looks like a bit of a heavy draw for Team Sturmay on the first one. We'll try to make it a little better, put it above the tee line. Looks a little heavy again. Nope. Don't believe me, that overhead camera. It's tough to judge weight. Wide open, but in a fine spot. Ryan Jake's kind of just putting the broom down. Tenth end, ice maybe starting to slow down just a little bit. Sweepers were really sure that that didn't need anything and then kind of had to jump back. That's a perfect center guard. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's peeling time. Team Sturmay with hammer. Tie game. They will want to clear every obstacle out of the way, and Kyle Doring is the man to do it. We've seen some really precise hits from him so far today. A really, really impressive hit and roll in the third end. It was the start of the pressure that would end up stealing 3 for Team Sturmay. Gets 1. Goes over top of the second. It's another center guard. We're likely going to see this process repeat itself a few times. More separation this time. More opportunity for stuck peels, jammed double opportunities. There's lots of ways for a team to screw up a double peel, so Team Jakes will be waiting, hoping for one of those ways to happen here in the 10th end. Gets 1, jams it on the second. That is one of the ways you can miss. Definitely a satisfying result for Team Jakes. And they will call their timeout right here. Third rock thrower, Desmond Young. They need their guards, but they also need shot rock. Is it time right now to make a play, get shot rock around the button, undercover? Or do they need to keep burning stones? Do they need Karsten Sturmay's team to throw 1 or 2 more peels? The sooner in the end that Team Jacques makes their move, more opportunities Team Sturmay will have to run something back, peel rocks off, and expose that stone. Team Jakes would like to wait until the last possible moment to make a roll, get shot rock, force Karsten Sturmay to shoot against the win. Here it is. Every shot is big. Every shot is bigger than the last, but this one is pretty important. Can't afford to lose their center guards. One mistake here will give Team Sturmay the opportunity to double peel. And that double peel is going to be pretty easy. Not a good result. Team Jake's not dead yet. Gets them both spinning. That's going to do just fine. Bit of a win for Team Sturmay. That rock for rock trade. Peel, double peel. Sorry, guard, double peel. And now another guard, or is it time to make a move? 3 rocks remaining for Team Jakes. It will be now. The hit and roll that needs to be made perfectly. If this rock rolls anywhere outside of the 4 foot, there's nothing left to guard down the middle, and that will leave Team Sturmay with a very makeable shot for the win. So this has got to be right on the lid. Really moving over. Will they hold it in the 4 foot? It does roll too far. With no rock to guard, Team Jakes is running out of options here. We'll need a jam or a miss on Karsten's last one. Peeling from right to left, hoping to catch as a bonus the Jake Stone in the back 8. Priorities 1 and 2 are just getting that guard off, though, that back one. Will only be a bonus. Gets the top one. Blows by the back one, but that's all right. Needed to miss that on the thin side, if anything. Ryan Jakes could throw another guard here. Hope for a similar jam or something, but will opt to play a freeze right now. Get a rock in the 4 foot. Ideally make Karsten Sturmay play into the rings. Perhaps leaving 2 Ryan Jakes stones as shot rock, or at least one of them in the 4 foot. Sweeper's waiting for this one. Not curling yet. And a decent shot. There is enough separation to easily remove this stone. But it will force Karsten Sturmay to play into the rings. It might leave a pocket as well. Ryan Jakes could freeze to that pocket, force Karsten Sturmay to draw the 4 foot for the win. Karsten Sturmay. His first rock in this 10th end. Already thrown 18 rocks so far. His 19th is another bomb. Ooh, catches it quite thin. Boom, boom. Does not leave a pocket. Leaves a singular rock to freeze to. But has the advantage of knowing if he chooses to play a hit, the shooter does not need to stick around. He will have a counting stone in the ring somewhere. It's going to take perfection from Ryan Jacques just to force a draw to the 4-foot. But in a tie game scenario, all it takes is 1 point to win the game for either team. So dream is not over yet. Just needs to make one more perfect freeze. Similar line to the last one, curling a little bit earlier. They did need a little less weight than the last throw. Sweepers don't want to go. Waiting for this to curl. Waiting for this to stop. Little chisel off. Interesting angles, though. Interesting angles indeed. Karsten thinks he can play just off nose on the high side. JD Lind pointing out, hey, just watch this jam. You can't tick our own at all. Not without risk this shot. There is a fairly large spot on the rock on the high side that if hit, Karsten Sturmay will win the game. But just inside of nose or less than, let's say, half a stone, there might be a jam opportunity, but pretty direct chance to win the game. Karsten Sturmay, the team has deserved it. They've played very well. Let's see if Karsten can take it home. Last rock in the 10th end for the win. Team Sturmay. Punches it through just right. The official score will be 2 points in the 10th end, but it's an advancement to the Page playoff for Team Sturmay. Really nice run, Team Ryan Jacques. I think a lot of people really enjoyed the team's performance last night against Kevin Cooey. Hey, Ryan Jacques, enjoy your new fans. Very impressive showing at the 2023 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup, but it is Karsten Sturmay who will be moving on to the 3-4 game to play Aaron Schlushinski. That is 7 p.m. Mountain Time tonight on Curling Stadium Live. If you're looking for a bit of fun, the draw, tap, and roll competition, I'm not sure if I said that right, but the skills competition will be happening. That'll be on Curling Alberta stream. Hey, if you're looking for some high-caliber curling action, USA men's final on Curling Stadium. Tune in. You got curling all day today if you want it. We will see you later tonight from Alberta. Thank you very much for joining me. Goodbye, everyone.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.